Yep. Oh. Ding, ding, let's go. Soul. Your one job. I've noticed that within myself, within others, it's so easy to get carried away with this convoluted universe. There's so much to do, so much to think about, so many things to tend to. But at the end of the day, are you well within your soul? Search up that song. It is well within my soul. Sam Robson does a great a cappella rendition. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But that is my assertion. How well within your soul are you? And why is it really your one job? Let's approach it from multiple angles. When you wake up, you live your life. When you go to sleep, you're living your life. Even if you're sleeping with somebody else in your bed, you are with yourself as you're drifting off to sleep, as you're in sleep, as you're in the dream realms. And then you go out, you live your life, you do your thing, you do your jobs, your work, you handle your handlings, you get things done all throughout the day and during sleep, and then some. You are with yourself. And the more that you get into things like meditation, contemplation, reflecting, the more you realize it's just you. It's just you. And then beyond that, by extension, you're dealing with other people, places, things, thoughts, emotions, your body. But at the core, it's you. The real I. The core. The heart and soul. It makes me think about this meme where how Christian Bale got the idea and the persona for his character in American Psycho was he saw this one interview with this other really famous actor, and in the interview he was very jovial and charismatic. Christian Bale said he was doing all these things, but with nothing behind the eyes. So he could see, maybe you can see that in other people or yourself, where there's not much going on beyond the body doing its thing in the world. And that's a very scary thing to realize, to see in others or yourself, where, well, you're living this life, but like, it's clear, it's obvious that you aren't really there. Where's the soul? It makes me think of people who are claiming other people are NPCs, or you know, if you've ever been accused of being an NPC, whether or not that's actually a thing. And there are plenty of people in the more metaphysical, spiritual, new age camps that are saying, oh yeah, there are some people that are just born, the lights are on, but no one's home. These spiritual people claim, yeah, they're born to just be here to help us to discern, to help us remember that we have a job, we have abilities, and we have a job to enact ourselves, to become more and more of ourselves. And that is saying at the heart and soul core level. So it's your only job, because if you aren't alive in that sense, it's very, very easy to slip into atheism, agnosticism, what's the other one? Nihilism, where you're like, this is just, a bunch of atoms and molecules coming together and bouncing off each other, and we're just, people just bouncing, like pinballs, like billiard balls in a big old game. We're just doing this, just cause and effect, just whatever. And that's dangerous thinking. That is dangerous thinking. We have, if you're not in this mode already, I would be honored to invite and help you get in this mode of, you have so much potential. It makes me think of, I'll be paraphrasing, but I think it was Gabrielle Roth that made this quote: when did you stop singing? When did you stop dancing? When did you stop being enchanted by stories? When did you stop feeling comfortable in the sweet, omnipresent gift of stillness and silence? The sweet territory of silence and stillness, right? When did we stop getting comfortable being in these spaces? When did we stop doing these things that really made our heart and soul sing and dance? And if you're alive and well, and it is well within your soul, then that's cool. Then this is simply a video of reminding, of encouragement, of validation, like, yeah, like, keep doing it, keep going for it. But if you find yourself shying away from things like this, from being spontaneous, from being truly confident and lucid in who you are and making things happen because you feel the fire of desire in your heart and soul, and you go for it, right? If you're not there, when did you stop? Or when and where and how did these things slowly diminish over time? These could be questions that you could really dialogue with yourself in quiet moments of meditation, contemplation, journaling, reflecting, etc. Where it's not normal. It's not normal to just be living your life, just doing your routine, and then, okay, well, did my work, did my stuff. Let me just inundate myself with food, entertainment, and other stuff that just helps me to clock out from life. In small doses, that stuff's fine. and even at times necessary, where you're like, you know, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling awesome, life is good, God is good, God, or whatever term you want to use. It's like, and then at that point you're like, let's go. It's cold, so can't get the, there you go, the snap, where it's like, let's go. I want to watch a really good movie. I want to feel even deeper. And that's another angle right there, where we have to watch out for being too much in our mind. I've noticed, especially in recent times, and especially in moments where it's like I'm just waking up and all these thoughts are buzzing around, and then I can notice a very distinct shift from me going from my mind flutterings to, yeah, but let me feel into my body. Let me go into body mode. And then my body's like, thank God, because I want to stretch. I want to move. I want to get out of bed and do things. I want to go, do my writing. I want to go cook up something real nice. I want to go do this, and that. So not only am I ready for the day, the work day, the whatever, but I'm just like more than prepared, because I'm worth it, because I'm awesome, because life is awesome, because I'm sustained by God, the universe, the cosmic symbiosis, and I'm gonna make this the best day ever. Stuff like that, where it's utilizing the mind, but remembering and knowing that the mind is a tool. The body is waiting for you to use the mind less, so that you can be more embodied. And the heart and soul loves this, because the less heady we get, the more in the body, the more at the core we're getting and feeling and enacting. It's just that feeling, that beingness of being more and more alive. It's your one job. Because another way that I like to think of it, and I'm glad that I'm reminded of it, is, hey, if you've got the heart and soul, the core, nice and clarified and vibrant and alive, everything else beyond that, right? It's the core of the sphere, and everything beyond that, the mind, the emotions, the body, and then the environmental surroundings, people, places, and things, where you live, where you work, friends, family, society, all that good stuff. Everything beyond that falls into place because it is well within your soul. If you've got the soul good to go, everything else just goes. It falls into place. It is from a solid, sturdy, grounded basis. You're more and more ready and willing to face challenges. And especially if you're a man, you're just feeling the hormones, the testosterone, the primal yes-ness to it. Challenge makes me stronger. Chaos makes me stronger amongst the madness. It's sharpening my sword. It's making me stronger. Feel it in the core of your body, right? In the abs, in the loins, right? Just feel it. Tension is inevitable. Release is inevitable. It helps me understand the world better. It makes me stronger. There's a time for work and a time for rest. Work makes me stronger. Rest makes me stronger. Right? Like working out and having rest days and then going to do your push-ups or whatever else. You're like, I took a rest for a day or two and my reps are longer, more. I can add the same amount or more resistance and I'm able to do it. Right? Rip and tear the muscles, literally and symbolically, right, in life. Rip and tear the muscles. Not only is that okay, it's what's needed to strengthen the muscles, to add on more muscles, right? And like the phoenix rising, sometimes things have to be destroyed, sometimes things have to be burned down so that something newer and better can emerge. This is the soul. It craves that type of stuff. It craves it. It's your only job. Your only job. Yes, there are other things that need to be done in this world, in this life. But if you're handling your soul, if you're ripping and tearing and clarifying and expanding your soul, and you're treating that as your main job among other smaller jobs, but it's your main job, your one job. If you're doing that, your life has no choice but to inevitably get better. Throw out the victim stuff, throw out the grudge stuff, throw out the complaining stuff, throw out the drama stuff, throw it out. There's a time and place for reflecting and feeling raw and real and down and dirty and dark and shadowy about certain things. That's shadow work for you. If you don't know what that is, look into it. Carl Jung, shadow work, individualization. So sometimes shaking your fist at the world is necessary, but it's temporary. And we get right back into clarifying and expanding the soul, composting the bullshit, turning it into fertilizer, growing newer and better things in your life, newer and better self. Boom. We'll leave it at that. Let's end the video with some respects. Beat in the heart. Much respect to you. Much respect to me. Much respect to this life. Our willingness and ability to act and enact ourselves in this life. Shout out and respect to the sun, to the earth, all the elements making all this happen, keeping us sustained, keeping us alive. So shout out to you for surviving. Shout out to you for using these elements and to keep surviving. Shout out to all the gifts of life. Shout out to all the gifts that you are giving life. Life is good. Life is awesome. Life is beautiful. Life is crazy. Life is mad. And we're here for it, right? This is Mr. Mike. Catch you later.